So in the same way that we have done questions where you're given an angle, you're given a quadrant, and you know sine or cos, in the same way we've done these in the past where we drew a triangle, that's what we're going to do again. This is another triangle question. So for A, we draw a triangle. We know that the angle is in quadrant 4. So we draw our triangle in quadrant 4, and that angle will be our reference angle. And then we know that cos is 2 over 5. So that would mean that our adjacent side is 2, and our hypotenuse is phi. A squared plus b squared equals c squared, and you get square root of 21 is the other side. Well, when I draw a triangle, I always draw it as the positive value, but when I go and list them, see, we already knew that cos of theta was 2 over 5. We now know that sine of theta will be root 21 over 5, and it will be negative because it's in quadrant 4. So if you want to write the negative with the root 21 because it's going down, you can. But you wouldn't have to because you could just write it as after when you write sine of theta is negative root 21 over 5. Now, in A, we want to find sine of 2 theta. You might be tempted just to double root 21 over 5. But this is where we always have to go to our formula sheet and our identities. The only thing we can do with sine of 2 theta from our identity sheet is say it's equal to 2 sine theta cos theta. And from our triangle, we know what sine of theta is. It's negative root 21 over 5. Again, careful that you don't just replace the root 21 over 5 for the theta, because sine of theta is negative root 21 over 5. And cos of theta, all of cos of theta, is 2 over 5. Then you just multiply your fractions. 2 is like 2 over 1. So I multiply the bottoms, I'll get 25. 2 times 2 will be 4, so I'll have negative 4 root 21 over 25. Then for part B, it's a cos 2 theta question, and you have a choice of any of those 3 formulas, and all 3 will work out fine. You could use cos squared minus sine squared. You could use 1 minus 2 sine squared, or 2 cos squared minus 1. They'll all work, and they'll all give you the exact same answer. For this one, if I were to choose one of the 3, I would choose this one because it doesn't use sine. Because there is, I know with you guys, a very small chance that you would draw the triangle wrong and do a squared plus b squared equals c squared wrong. But there is a small chance that you could make an arithmetic error while doing that you get root 29 instead of root 21 because you added instead of subtracted, or something like that. If you use 2 cos squared minus 1, then the only value you're using is cos, and cos was given to us in the equation to be 2 over 5. And since it's cos squared, that 2 over 5 will get squared as well. Still have the minus 1 there. Because cos of theta was 2 over 5, so cos squared of theta will be 2 over 5 squared. Multiply this out. Again, this 2 is 2 over 1, so here I'll have 8 over 25. In order to subtract fractions, I'll need a common denominator, so I'll change the 1 to 25 over 25. And you end up with negative 17 over 25.